What's next to see? It's Tarmitia, the next last world in Bard's Tale 3. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Hello again. Welcome to part 16 of my Bard's Tale 3 YouTube walkthrough for the Apple II. In this video, we tackled Tarmitia, the 6th world our Chronomancer can access. It has 8 dungeons that each warp to 3 others, and once you solve them, there's a final one with a final combat. It's tricky to map out, but with the maps we have, it shouldn't take too long. Also, before we begin, note for reference that I've provided links in the description to my written guide and relevant maps at GameFAQs. This is especially relevant since there are some computer images of World War II uniforms and officers people may wish to avoid, and I want to give warning without judgment on the viewer. So, that done, let's get started. We start off in Berlin, one of the 8 major war periods, and the basic idea is to find one square where somebody tells you what their name is, then find another square that asks for that name. The name you get is a clue as to which dungeon or time period you need to visit. It's not too bad to match things together, though I confused my Roman and Greek mythology, and I can see people confusing the Japanese and Chinese names. I think some of them I googled years later said, oh hey, I actually learned something here. So I'm going to skip through a lot of the fights here too, since I want to try to keep the video under 30 minutes and we don't get any new items anyway. The nuke spell should take out everyone in pretty much any fight, and the harmonic gem drop rate is 40 to 60%. It seems to vary from dungeon to dungeon. I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't think I can account for the variance if it's all a flat 50%. The final dungeon, my recorded drop rate was 13%, so again, you can fight if you want, you'll get good experience, there's impressive enemy variety as well, but I want to get going here. So, I've pulled out my map, and I'm going to be using it pretty diligently, and the first thing I want to do is cast light, and oh yes, cast compass. And one thing we can do is cast path whenever. This will get too expensive if we do it too often, although we probably have the harmonic gems to support it. But we can track what we do and where, and in this case, we want to go north through the door, then east, then south to wrap around to go to a teleporter in the northwest. However, there are spinners. So let's, okay, here's the stuff that if you don't want to see it, I understand. Move on. We want to have right here a wall ahead and to the left and a door to the right. Right now we have a wall to the left, and it feels like I think this is it, because it's tricky. There is actually a wall to ahead and to the left, and then there's one square left. There is a door, so it kind of, the wall bends, but we can't quite see it at the edge. So to south and east, I am known as Ares, whispered in your ear. Ares is the Greek god of war, so we want to look at some place that is in Greece or around Greece. Shouldn't be too bad to find. Now we go south. We hit a magic drain square, well, 3 south, and then west. We don't want to go any further south, or we will hit a spinner. And do we wish to use this? Yes, we do. Now we go to Rome, and this is where I originally entered Ares. I was like, what's wrong with it? What's going on? Of course, that's not quite it. You might be able to guess who there is in Rome, though, so that's a possibility if you think you're clever, or maybe you actually are clever, to skip over it. This is going to require us to go to Troy, and I went 3 north, and in fact I should have gone east instead of west, so let's change that. East to north, and now we will go east. We get stuck and run Oh, Bard's Song 3-1, Sir Robin. I think I already complained about how I didn't know what Sir Robin's tune meant until later. My parents made me watch PBS and never told me Monty Python was on there too. But eventually I got to the library and watched DVDs of every single Monty Python episode, and that made things a lot nicer. So now we are in Troy, and actually the questioner is east, well, south one and then west a bunch. The Death's Head, that would be Aries. And now we're just going to do this, we need to do this 8 times. They say, I am Yenlo Wang. Wang is a Chinese name, so we need to look for a place or time that's in China. Nottingham is England, and we will want to find our way to the right teleporter here. 1, 2 north, then 5 west, and 2 Saxon witches and druids. It's really cool to see what's there. 2 north, and we hit a spinner. We want a wall on the, or I think we hit a spinner. Oh, we went, there we go. We want the wall on the left. There we go, and a wall ahead. And then we go north again. We go east, and we can see we've warped through the top bit, and we want to go from Nottingham to the Wasteland first. You notice each dungeon has 3 ways out. Well, maybe we haven't noticed that, but I'll mention it. So there's almost always a way to get from one dungeon to another in 2 steps. The exception is Nottingham and Troy, but fortunately we don't need to go from Nottingham to Troy. So I went west 4, south, east, and then I'm going to go south. So you can see what happened here. This is to the Wasteland from Nottingham, and now from here we want to go north and to west, south. This is a tar square, or I thought it was a tar square. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, it's nice that I was wrong about that. Southeast, south, and then you can see the path here. Well, 2 west, southeast, 2 west, southwest, southwest, and now we enter the Kun Wang, and now we need to find the person asking who they are. We went 2 north, 2 west. We hit point drains, but we have enough of those. South, 3 west, run from the peasants and Mongol invaders and Chinese warriors. That's cute. You get unnoticed despite your odd garb. And so we went 3 south from there, and let's do a map of where we went. So 2 north, 2 west, south, 3 west, 3 south. Well, we could have gone 3 west, south, and 2 east, but we went 4 west, south, and 3 east. So we've been here, and it's no big deal if you miss. You just go back and then go in. I am known as Mars. Well, guess what? That will send you back to Rome. We go from the Wasteland to Berlin to Rome. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 south, 3 east, and north. And that leads us to Berlin, which we've been to before, but not in this location. We are on the east side of Berlin now, and we go 1, 2, 3 east, and 1. Okay. We go 2 east and 2 north, and we've been here before, but just to check, the 3x2 in the, or rather the 4x3 in the northwest corner, and yeah, it's weird, I felt like, oh, don't I have a moral obligation to kill these guys if I can? And yes, it is sort of fun to cast a nuke on them, but it kind of wastes our time a bit. And now we will go east and north and 2 west, 2 south, 2 west, 3 south. And now we type Mars here, and that's what we could have done before. If we realized what was going on, we could have said, hey, if Ares is a Greek area, I bet Mars is the Roman area. And that would have saved us a bit of time. Susa no O. I'll put in the comments what I remember about which, what do you call it? About which warrior, because I remember it was kind of neat to discover, but I didn't do the research before now. So, west, north, 2 west, 5 north. Okay, get stuck. That's 5, 3 east, north. Whoops, I'm at 2 east, and then north and west. Yes, that leads us to Stalingrad, which we haven't been to. Oh dear, I scratched up the map here. We want to get to Hiroshima. Yeah, I'm going to have trouble with that one. I tend to Americanize it. We want to get to the... Oh, it's not too bad. The teleporter is west, 3 north. Whoops. You'll notice it's a magic drain, 8 west, north, and east. Do you wish to use it? Yes. Hiroshima, and we came from Stalingrad, so we want to go west, and we can go north here, though we're stuck for a bit. Wow, that's a pretty impressive graphic. And we go 2 north, and then we go east all the way, and we go north. And who am I? Susa no O. So this is Svarazic, and the big thing for me was to remember how to spell it. S-V-A-R-A-Z-I-C, even though my last name is a lot like it. It's got an S and a Z and a lot of consonants. It's weird. I should be able to nail that down, but I think I wrote it down as Saravic. It's S-Z-A-R-A, but it's S-V-A-R-A-Z-I-C, or it could be I-Z-I-C. I bet I thought it might have been that. Lots of different ways to spell it. So we're in Troy now. We want to go south, east, south, and 2 west. That teleports us to Kunwang. And the thing is, this is weird. It might be a small bug in the apple. It teleports us to south of where the portal back should be, but that actually saves us from hitting some anti-magic squares, which is nice. So from Kunwang, we want to go back to Stalingrad. We were just there, and we are near where we wanted to, or where we left from Stalingrad to Kunwang. So, okay, if we do get stuck, again, we have 1,100 spell points, so we can afford to burn about 440. That is 3 nukes, and we only cast 2, so good on us for not overdoing things. Back to Stalingrad, and we are very close to the voice that we want to see. There is no way to avoid a spinner before getting there. We went west, 3 north. I overshot it. And south of here is a spinner, and we need to go facing a hallway. There, that's maybe not a full hallway, but a passage that has the door on the right. So we go to the right, and you may guess to the west is Svarazic. Hope I get this right. All right. St. George. Okay, remember the period? I think you also need a space. We've been to Nottingham, so I think we've got this one. And we go north. And we will go from Rome to Berlin to Nottingham. And the passage back to Berlin is then west, then south 2, west 2, south 3. Oh, you guys. And west back to Berlin. We know this portal. It's in the northwest. We've been here before. After you start really getting used to the maps, then that's when you're about done. So now to Nottingham. Go through the door. And, well, 2 south, 2 west, 4 south, 3 east. I'll show the passage again. East, south, west, south, and east. And now we go north to Nottingham. And from this part we go west to, okay, out into the main area. And actually we have 2 options here. I just held down K because there were 2 tar squares, so I figured I'd just run into the wall. Now we go north 2, that goes into a hit point drain, east, and then just, again, hold down K, and I'm going to miss it actually, just to see where this is the map. It was pretty quick to get to, and St. George. Alright, SDIABM. Now this one you got to write down. I think it's Strategic Defense Initiative, Ballistic Missile. What does the A stand for? Well, I'm gonna yeah. When I Google it, I get Bard's Tale 3 walkthroughs, so it may be a bit obscure. American ballistic missile or atomic ballistic missile. That seems most likely. So here in Stalingrad, we cast 5. You know what? I think Sandy still has a few charges of that Dayblade left. Going to be interesting if we see we use them all. Stalingrad. Here we go back to Kunwang and then the Wasteland. So we went west outside, and now we go. Actually, we have so many harmonic gems we don't care too much. We'll go 3 more west, south onto the magic drains. Then we go 3, 4, 5 east, 3 south, and you can see the map. I could have gone, you know, east, south, 2 east. Yeah, actually, that would have made more sense. East, south, 2, or west, southwest, south, 2 east, then all the way south. Those got 2 tar squares, but it wouldn't have been too bad. There was a spinner right after them, which is a small risk. I hold down K for too long and run into the spinner, but no huge deal. That would have been a bit better. So yeah. Now, actually, I feel like I didn't note that perfectly. So okay. This is for some reason I keep typing N-U-L-E, not nuke. And okay, this is the alternate way. Actually, it's probably the better way to go. You can see I went south, west, south, 2 east, then south all the way down, then east. Let's get Sir Robin's song activated. And boom. There, I wanted to show the slightly quicker way through, and now we are somewhere where we've been before. we want to get back to the wasteland. There are two ways to do that. We can go west, then north and east through a bunch of tar. I'm gonna, for variety's sake, go, well, we still hit tar. Did they even have tar invented then? When was tar invented? Again, came up short on the research here. With the wall on the left, we want to go forward and north, 3 east, north, 2 east, through the hit point drains, south, and yes, wasteland. So where do we use SDI ABM? This is west, run 3 north, rather east 3 north, west, north into the wall. This kills our bard song. West, north, play the bard song again, 2 east, and then we go north. So let's see the passage we took again. You can see pretty much east, 3 north, west, 3 north, west, north, 2 east, 4 north, and then SDI ABM. Okay, Tyr, Tyr. And this is the 8th one. So we will be going back to Berlin. We've gone from Berlin to Rome and back a couple, or back, both ways I think. Now we need to find that portal. We go west, north, west, 4 north, 2 west, 3 south, and we will map it out. We can see we warped through the map. We started on the right square on top here, west, north, west, 4 north, 2 west, 3 south, and we go east into the Berlin portal. Now 1, 2, 3, okay, we go into the wall here. Okay, this is the north. Let's hit the wall again because that makes things easier. You can see we just went east, then 1 north and east again. Hit the wall, go north into the wall, and now we go, oh, what's this? Flavor text. West, north, and this is kind of a roundabout way, but it saves having to hit spinners. I think you can say Werra and Tyr, or Tyr and Werra. So now for the final dungeon. 2 east, south, 3 east, and the enemies are all mixed up here. South, east, south, west, south, 2 west, south, 2 west, south, west, south, east, south, and now there is a spinner ahead. You can see, I'm just going to leave the map here to see how it goes a bit east and goes back west. There are other ways, but this is the most efficient way. Now when you hit the spinner, you just exit, and then we look left, and if there isn't a hallway opening up, we go left again and go back, then go through the door, and this is also not where we want to be. It is an anti-magic square, so okay, we were on the anti-magic square here. And where are we now? Okay. there we go. It took a few times. There's some randomization here, so some people might not find it to be the best path. But we go east to south, and now we are right next to Werra. Come for my shield, earn it. So this is not too bad of a fight. We cast Prek, and I'm going to cast Diva, Divine Intervention, just to make sure that we win here. And now Werra is not going to repel us, so we just walk up to him and swat him, and we got him. So, oh, Holy Hand Grenade, and that's the best fight I've had. But didn't think no mirror rules. But then, okay, there's stronger than Werra, the Black Slayers, Minstrel Shield, why not? Hide in the Shadows. Now I'm going to cast Diva. Animate and Nuke. And oh, that did everything. Wow. The Hordes. Oh, Hordes. Leaving only the dead behind. Life drains for him. And so. Okay, SpongeBob got Werra's shield. And now we will go back a different way than we came. We go to east, north, into darkness, but now we go cast 5 east, north, to west. And you notice that we're coming right back around to where we were. We just go north to... Are you kidding me? Well, Plankton has 4 spell points left. Let's use it there. And just in case we have extra ones, we might not get a recharge. You'll see what's up with that. 1, 2. I'm just retreating now. Boom. There we go. And we went north again. Let's look at the map quickly here. We can see we went east and then northish and then back west and then northeastish. And to the east is an image of the wilderness, back home in Scarabray. And we're back to the Vale of Lost Warriors. And we report to the man, but, uh-oh, he got in some trouble. The land of evil. Okay. 1. We can afford to probably drop some harmonic gems here. The crystal gems are what we need. And I forget what the hourglass does, but we can get rid of the pure blade. I feel bad. I should get rid of the, what do you call it? The day blade, but it's been with us the whole game. It has sentimental value. So one thing we also need to do is, here's the storage area. I didn't show it, but it had some stuff which we didn't need. Arms of Life. Crown of Truth. Belt of Illyria. Rats, we're just going over 30 minutes. It was my fault for getting sloppy with some of the mapping and backtracking just to make sure of things. Oh man, what are these? What even are these? Sorcerer's Hood would be nice to have. Tough to know what to drop. Staff of Lore. Yeah, I think the Staff of Lore can go. much as we hate to have it go. Okay, the wineskin, it has sentimental value too. Can't really use the diamond suit. Throwfist helm, we need pretty much everything, I'm pretty sure. Hammer of Wrath. Skiadu's cloak and the Helm of Justice. What can we drop? I should probably be more aggressive about dropping stuff. Ooh, Pharaohfist's helm. I think we also have to give up. Some of these items are really good, but we have to give them up. Also, one thing to... Okay, get rid of the youth potions. They're nice, but we're not going to fight a lot, and plus we have way too many spell points for any of that sort of thing to matter. So, one last time, let's trade to SpongeBob for him to identify items. We already have 2 of the books. Ah, what a ripoff. One of them has to be fake, right? So, Skiadu's cloak, Helm of Justice. We have everything we need. So now we go to Malefia. First, we need to find where the square is that lets us teleport to Malefia. And it's going to be in a big plain somewhere here. I think... Okay, yeah, there's a rock pattern. Foul, noxious gases, so-and-so, so forth, and, death, destruction, blah, blah, blah. This is what we need. Evil. And one more time, we use this. Actually, we could go to Arborea and give our party a level or 2 if we wanted to, but we're good. So just figure out the final alignment. 027053, and okay, we are in Malefia now, and this is going to be kind of a doozy in terms of mapping and running around to odd places, so this is a very good place to stop and say thanks for watching through. And if you've enjoyed this enough, giving a like or subscribing if you haven't already goes a long way in encouraging me to create and share more of this sort of thing. See you next video.